Hello, welcome back. I already talked about the first step. Um, I already talked about the second step, and now it's about the third step. And the third step is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Um, So I think this is a difficult one for a lot of people, maybe not for everybody. But the third step, it's about God, and I think if I remember when I was 25, I went to my first AA meeting because I knew I was an alcoholic. I had a problem, and they were like talking about 12 steps, and I was like, okay, what are these steps? And I know that the third step was about God, and a lot of people made the energy even harder, like, yeah, God. And I believe in God already my whole life. I believe that there's something greater than us showing our way. And for me, like, this step is a step that, if you understand it, that it's a whole, it's your long time life process. Is it's it's really like surrendering to life. It's surrendering to God and to everything that will happen. And it's also there's one certain word in it, and it's like it's um, it's made a decision. In Belgium, my company is called The Best Decision. Uh, so the English website is thebestdecisionever.com. I don't think it's online. Uh, and and it's really taking a decision. I remember 7 years ago. For me, it was okay. I, I knew alcohol was bad for me. I knew it turned me in something I didn't like. And it was like, I make the decision now, and I will not come to that decision again. And in making a decision, like, I do it, there's a lot of force in it. Also, when you talked about it to other friends or to people you know, and you were like, yeah, I am an alcoholic, I can admit it. And by sharing it to other people, like in Belgium, I I I, uh, I was a couple of times on the television and also in the newspapers to share my story that I was an alcoholic, and it gave me a lot of uh, peace by saying it to everyone. A lot of people are like, "Oh no, I will not say it because when I will fall back again, and or when I relapse." For me, it was like, no, no, I wanted to share. And the AA, it's Alcoholics Anonymous, but I think the AA is amazing. But I think it's all also like, we as people, we can interpret it in our own way. And for me, it doesn't have to be anonymous, because if you share it, the shame that we have about it will disappear a little bit. And making the decision to quit, and that decision you make with God, it helps us. I noticed in my life that the more that people knew I was sober, the easier it gets, because every time I went to a party, I went somewhere, People knew, it's Michael, he's sober, we will not give him alcohol. And about the 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 turn over our lives over to the care of God, I think this is fantastic. This is uh, a lot of people have resistance to life. They fight every day. Also, a lot of people say, "Yeah, I have to fight my addiction." No, you don't have to fight your addiction. You have to work with your addiction because your addiction is always, in every case, is always an a cause of something else. It's maybe because you think you're not good enough. You think you people don't like you. So there's always something else under it. So that's also very important that I I I am not a therapist, but when I help the people to quit drink alcohol, we watch what people really need. So I think alcoholism and other addiction are always like it's a surface, and we need to to look down and what the real cause of the addiction is. And it's a lot about self-worth, about not loving yourself. So this is important. And if you surrender to life and to God, and to listen to the people who are on your way, then your life will get better. I am a coach in Belgium. I help the people. I am sober for 7 years. I say to people, do this, and this, and you will be sober. You can listen to me, it's okay. You cannot listen to me, it's also okay. But it's like surrendering to what life brings us. Um, it's like I'm doing these videos in English. I know I'm like learning a lot because my English is not the best. But by talking and putting the videos out online, I will get feedback. People will like it, other people will not like it. But it's, yeah, I feel I have to do it. And yeah, that's why I do it. So I think surrendering to life is one of the most amazing things that happened in the last years. So many things happened to me, and so many beautiful things, and sometimes not so beautiful things in that moment, but you see after a couple of months or years that it's also a beautiful thing. Um, if we can turn our weakest moments and our moments of strength, then we are really strong. I remember that 7 years ago, I was on the television, drunk. First days, I was so mad. I was so mad at people who filmed me and put me on the national television because I was drunk as hell. But after a week or 2 or 3, I was so grateful because it was because of them that I stopped drinking. So I will be grateful for the rest of my life for those people who had the courage to do an interview with me when I was drunk. So we see life changes, and life is life. As long as we fight against life, it will be hard. As we can go with the stream of your life, it's not the life of other people, but with the stream of your life, with your alignment, things will flow. Things will flow. So this was the third step. Later on, I think in the next few days, I will do the other steps. Bye bye.